Welcome back. We're here live at KubeCon Europe 2025. And I'm joined by Luke from HelixML. Luke, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So how has KubeCon treated you this year so far?
Really good, yeah. I had a talk on Tuesday and a talk on Wednesday, so I'm happy to be here on Thursday, not doing any talks.
I had 2 yesterday and 1 on Tuesday, and yesterday was just a blur for me.
Yeah.
After the second talk, my brain's like, I can't not anymore. So for people out there who don't know, they might be living under a rock. What is HelixML? What do you guys do over there?
Yeah, so HelixML is a private GenAI stack. And so the idea is that you can basically do everything you do with OpenAI, but without sending your data to OpenAI. And you can do that by running it on your own infrastructure with your own GPUs. And sort of by way of introduction, like I'm a 3-time startup person. The first startup was doing storage for Docker and Kubernetes back in the early Docker and Kubernetes days. So that was like a deep sort of DevOps product company. And then the second one was doing an end-to-end MLOps platform before AI was cool. And then I did consulting for a few years. At the same time, the ChatGPT moment happened. So I saw firsthand like the impact of machines mastering language for the clients I was working with and how they saw that as a huge opportunity. So we saw an opportunity with the rise of open source LLMs, to build a new platform business around the open source LLMs that were getting better really quickly. And so back in 2023, we saw Mistral 7B come out and we saw like, oh, this is like, it's almost as good as ChatGPT and you can run it on your own infrastructure. This is going to be a big deal. And so we put out December 2023, the first version. We've just been iterating since then, kind of building all of the things around the LLMs that you need if you're going to try and get real business value out of it.
So it's KubeCon, it's cloud native events, but AI is not necessarily, it does not necessarily have to run cloud native, but I'm assuming you guys are leaning more on the cloud native side than, I guess say traditional. I don't want to say traditional, it makes it sound like it's old or bad.
Yeah.
Like the classic, bare metal.
Yes. So we have Helm charts. We run on Rancher and K3S.
Okay.
Which is one of the reasons we're excited to partner with SUSE.
Yeah.
We have a sort of flexible runner architecture. So you can maybe spin up your control plane on a Kubernetes cluster. And then if you've got a bunch of GPUs that are not in the Kubernetes cluster, you can connect those to the control plane. Or you can deploy the Helm chart for the runners as well. And then they can run on a GPU-enabled Rancher cluster or something like this. So
that's pretty cool. Now, if someone wants to learn more about what you guys are doing, or like, how would you recommend someone get started? Like, just to kind of fill out more. It's like, you have a website. Is there?
Yeah. So we have a website in helix.ml, like this.
Literally,
you see that? Helix.ml.
Easy.
I am the advert. On there we have like a demo SaaS version that you can just like click a button and like register for an account and play around with it. But that's not really like, we're more expecting people to be interested in, and all of our customers are deploying it on their own infrastructure.
Yeah.
Like on their own Rancher clusters, on their own.
They want to make sure it works, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Here at SUSE, the adoption-led strategy works for us, right? People, they take the open source version, they bring it down, they bang on it, and all of a sudden they go, we need these features and we need support, and then that's where SUSE Rancher Prime comes in. So we totally get that model here. So I assume someone can actually go to your GitHub page and just download and install this?
Yes. Okay. So I was going to say that there's a couple of ways of trying it out. The first one is just by playing with our SaaS, which you can access on the website. But more interesting probably to this audience is go to our docs.helix.ml, and if you click on the private deployment section on the left-hand side, under, I think there's an advanced tab, and under that you can see instructions for installing it on K3S and Rancher. We're certifying it on K3S and Rancher, and
RKA2, I assume, is coming soon, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you can actually deploy it on your own stuff. We also a one-line installer if you're just like on a machine that just has Docker on it. And then it just spins up like a super simple Docker stack.
All right.
So
not recommended for production workloads.
absolutely not.
Do not do that. You've heard it here first. So don't say, oh my God, it's a one-liner. It works. So we did it.
It's a one-liner for running it on your laptop, so you kick the tires.
Proof of concept.
Yes.
Proof of concept only. Okay.
But then if you want to use it for real, you should deploy it on Kubernetes.
All right. Well, Luke, thank you very much. Fascinating stuff here. Me personally, I'm going to have to check it out when I get back home, KubeCon. But enjoy the rest of your conference. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.